Wow, my hair. It's mental. It's that quarantine hairstyle. Anything I need to do something about this one? There you go. Didn't help. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'm making the most of this quarantine moment because I'm actually letting my hair grow and see how long we can actually get. So we'll see how it goes. What is going on, guys? This is Leo back here for yet another video. And today we're going to be tackling a video that I've been getting a lot of requests from, a lot of comments, a lot of inbox messages, and a lot of Instagram messages. That video is based around what settings I use for my shoot photography on my Fuji X100 series or my X Pro series cameras. For those that don't know, for those that have never seen my videos before, that are new to my channel looking for some street photography settings, I shoot with the Fuji X100S and also the X Pro one, which is in the bedroom at the moment. I have a custom profile set up, which I think most people generally do when it comes to shooting these cameras. Apparently mine's quite interesting, so I'll quickly delve into that now. I set an ISO limiter here. I normally have my base ISO as 200. If I use auto, these are my base settings I use on the bottom. But normally I just set it at 200 because I rather underexpose than overexpose. Image size 3x2. I like to shoot fine and raw. You have other options here, but I shoot fine and raw because you never know when you're going to need the raw image or if the JPEG is sufficient. So that's why I like to do both. Dynamic range I put as 100. Sometimes I switch it to 200. To be fair, if you're uploading it online, it doesn't really matter. You can leave it on auto, it's up to you. I think for this particular simulation, you have to have it at 100 anyway. Film simulation is Provia. I'll show you here. Provia standard. Color I keep as 0. Sharpness is +2. Highlight tone is -2. Shadow tone is -2 and noise reduction is 0. The reason why these two here are -2 is because sometimes I enjoy to have a flatter profile for editing purposes, but I think the image itself comes out slightly nicer, a bit more cinematic personally. Nothing really different here. You can stop the video anytime and then just screenshot these, and same with these. I can just leave these here. You can screenshot them where and when you need. And the only other thing I change in my settings is, if I go to white balance, if I'm out and about on the street, I leave on auto, which you can see there's a big difference in shift of color. But I have a custom white balance. You actually look at the dot, that's where I normally keep my custom white balance because I believe that makes a big difference in the image overall. And that's it. That is my settings for my Fujifilm X100S, and the settings are pretty much identical on the X Pro one. If you have any questions, give me a shout, leave it in a comment below. Let's get on with the video. Okay, so we're gonna go through the questions that I got on Instagram. I'm just gonna read through them and then answer them as I go. So the first question is, hi from Ireland, what's going on? Can't wait to go there once the lockdown is finished. Whose work influenced you the most? Currently, it's Saul Leiter. I really enjoy his style of photography. I enjoy looking at his photos. He seemed like a person who enjoyed just taking photos that he liked. He could take street photography, portraiture, he takes pictures of people's feet. But he enjoyed it, and I think that's why his work influences me the most at the moment. I've got a couple of links down below. You guys can check out his books that he's released. He currently is the person who influences me the most. Apart from that is a bunch of cinematographers, not really photographers, but that's a whole different video that I'll get into. Next question is, where in the Philippines are your family from? My family is actually from Arayat in the Philippines. It's a province in Pampanga. If you guys know where it is, it's about north of Manila, about an hour away. Arayat is a small town that is super nice, super chilled, and it has great people. I'd love to do a shoot photography walk in the Philippines once all of this is done. So guys, reach out, hit me below, go to my website. Yeah, we'll arrange something later on, but yeah, Arayat, Pampanga in the Philippines. Favorite ramen spot in London? This question is actually from one of my guys, Zain Shoots Film. He's a really, really good guy. Definitely recommend following his videos and following his Instagram page. I'll leave them below. Tonkatsu Ramen from Kanadia in Tottenham Court Road. #1 spot. How do you deal with days when you feel uninspired, especially in the current situation? That is a very good question. Days when I feel uninspired, I try to do something else. I try to step away from photography. I try to step away from filmmaking. I enjoy cooking. Cooking is kind of like my other thing I like to do on the side. I really enjoy doing that. To keep it photography related, the main way I deal with days that I feel uninspired is watching movies. Because I came from a filmmaking background. Majority of my photography eye or style of photography resonates from film. Watching films like The Godfather, Blade Runner, anything like that kind of re-sparks my interest in taking photos. Because have you ever, I'll give you a prime example. I just finished watching The Mandalorian, and one of my favorite parts of The Mandalorian is the end credits when they show the artist's rendition of the particular scenes in the actual show. That is one of my favorite parts, because I see that and it gets me inspired to go out and create something, because I enjoy capturing scenes, I enjoy capturing moments that I normally would see in film, or normally that I would go out and particularly film. Yeah, so when I feel stuck and uninspired, I watch films. But if you don't want to, if you're feeling really stuck and it's digging you into a rut, the worst thing you can do is worry about something like that. I think you should just take this time, rest. I've been taking a lot of time playing games. Why not? Because you can. So it takes time, start reading, rest, look through photos, and just chill out with your family. Take this time for you. Don't worry about photography. Photography will come later. Just take this time for you. Are there any photography exercises that you do to improve? Good question, and that kind of relates back to my last answer. Photography exercise is weird, because for me, the best way I generally learn how to do things is to go out and physically do it. And just repetitiveness is the key. The more you do it, the better you will become. You will always improve the more you do it. There are basic rules when it comes to photography about composition and whatnot, just like filmmaking. But in regards to exercises to improve, like I said in my last answer, I watch a lot of films and I read a lot of books. That's pretty much it. And I cook. Surprisingly, cooking gives you the best inspiration and the best way to improve your photography. Leo 2020. Next question. Do you have any hidden talents or surprising hobbies? I don't know what I would consider as hidden talents or surprising hobbies. Surprising hobbies, I'll probably say I studied Wing Chun. It's a Chinese Kung Fu martial art for about 10 years. And I taught people how to do Wing Chun. And it was a very good time as well. And I was a lot slimmer back then compared to now. I played the piano. I'm self-taught, I can't read, so I can play by ear. If you give me a piece of music, I'll probably practice it for about a week and I'll get the song down. Any other weird, surprising hobbies or hidden talents? Pretty much it, I don't know. Let me get back to you on that. If something comes up towards the end of the video, I'll let you know. But that's all, at the moment, that's pretty much it. Pepsi or Coke? That is a question from my brother. I would say special option number 3, coffee. Coffee always outweighs Pepsi or Coke. But if I had to pick one of those, I would say Pepsi Max, because I think it has the best flavor. Stay safe from this virus, madness, and motivated, my friend, nice page. Not really a question, but thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And right back at you guys. Stay safe in this crazy time. Stay motivated by just doing something that relaxes you. It doesn't have to be photography related. Just stay safe out there, and we'll resume our regular programming hopefully very soon. Any plans to come to Japan yet? Oh, don't get me started, man. This is from my other friend on Instagram and YouTube. His name's Alex. He's from his page, Alex on the Streets. I'll link his YouTube and I'll link his page below. Very talented street photographer. Really genuinely nice guy. I really enjoy watching his videos, and I think you guys who watch this channel will enjoy watching his videos too. For those who didn't know, we were planning on moving to Japan next year. Obviously with this whole coronavirus, it's kind of taken a pause on, especially when it comes to saving money, because this year was all about making and saving money for next year. And obviously that's not really going to be the case, because a lot of freelance work has been put to the side. And from my job that I normally do in the UK, that has been pretty much slashed to 8% of my wage, which is not a bad thing. I'm very grateful for that. It's a bit of a suckish thing, but at the end of the day, it's not really a priority at the moment. But as soon as this thing steps to the side, it will become priority number 1. And hopefully I'll see you guys out there in Japan. For those that are from Japan who watch my videos, what's going on? But yes, to answer your question, hopefully very soon, Alex. Hopefully I'll be coming to Japan very soon. This video has probably gone on for more than 5 minutes, but it was because there was a lot of great questions in there, and I appreciate it. All right, guys, so that was the Q&A for today. That was a couple of questions that you guys had to ask from me. But I have a question for you guys. What have you guys been doing during this quarantine lockdown? Have you been keeping motivated? Have you been doing something creative? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll start a conversation about it. If you enjoyed this video or you feel someone could benefit from watching this video, consider sharing it to your friends or family. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell, because you know it's the most coolest thing, because you know it's the coolest thing to do, apparently. What everyone says, including myself. And if you haven't, consider growing your hair during this quarantine time, because this is the only time you have to not worry about seeing people outside. And you can look like a beetle like me. Other than that, that's all I got for you today. So remember guys, keep creating, keep doing what you love, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.